For our lesson number 4, we have the moment of forces in couples. A couple is a pair of forces equal in magnitude and oppositely directed and displaced by perpendicular distance or moment. The magnitude of the couple is given by C is equals to F times D. The F is the magnitude of the force and D is the perpendicular distance or moment between the two parallel forces. Here's the given problem that we can solve, and it says, for the given forces, determine the resultant and the equivalent horizontal and vertical couples acting at C and D. The figure below consists of 3 or 4 forces, which are the 115 pounds with the line of action pointing upward to the right and with the angle of 30 degrees, and the 227 pounds with the line of action upward pointing to the right and with a slope of 4. Since our boxes are equivalent to 1, we have 1, 2, 3, 4 and 1, 2, 3, 4. So our slope are 4 and 4. For 250 pounds, pointing downward to the right, we have a slope of 2 since these are 2, and the y-axis is 1, so it is 1 and 2. And we have a force here which is 50 pounds. For solving our couple, we must first solve the forces. And for force 115 pounds, we have since the line of action is pointing upwards to the right, it is positive with an angle of 30 degrees Celsius. So our fx is 115 cosine 30. So our fx is 99.593 pounds. And our Fy is 115 sine 30, and it is equals to 57.7 pounds. For our 227 pounds, since it is a slope, we must first find the hypotenuse. So it is 4 squared square root of 4 squared plus 4 squared is equals to 4 squared of 2. So our fx is 227 times 4 over 4 square root of 2. It is 227 since it is pointing upward to the right, so it is positive 227. Our fx is 160.513 pounds. For our Fy is 227 times 4 over 4 square root of 2. We come up with the same answer since they are both 4. So our answer is Fy is equals to 160.518. For our 250 pounds, we also need to solve the slope. So it is square root of 1 squared plus 2 squared is equals to square root of 5. So for our fx, we have 250 times 2 over square root of 5. So our fx is 223.607 pounds. 250 times 2 over square root of 5. So our fx is, for our fy, it is negative since the y the line of action is pointing downwards, so it is negative. So negative 250 times 1 over square root of 5. So our Fy is negative 111.803 pounds. For 50 pounds, since there are no distance or slope, it remains as our Fy is negative 1. Our Fy is negative 50 pounds since it is only pointing at y-axis. So it is negative because it is pointing downwards. For our moment, we have force 115 pounds with an Fx of 99.593 pounds. So from the origin to point O, so here's our x-axis to point O. It is 1, 2, 3, 4. So it is times 4. And our Fy 7.5, since it's already pointing at point O, it is considered as 0. For our force 227 pounds with an Fx of 160.513, since this is the origin of 227 pounds, it is already at the point O, it is considered 0. And also for our Fy. So for our 250 pounds, we have 223.607 pounds since this is our, from our arrowhead, since it's already pointing at point O, it is considered as 0. So for our Fy is equals to negative 111.803. We have this Fy clockwise to O, it is times 4. And for our 50 pounds with an Fy of negative 50 pounds, here it is. So from the arrowhead, from point O, it is times 1. So for combining the moment, we have 99.593 times 4 plus 0 since our Fy is 0, and for also since these two are already 0, I just put 1 0 for the both of them. And since for 250 our Fx is 0, it is 0. And plus 111.803 since it is clockwise times 4 plus the 50 pounds times 1, it is equals to 895.585 pounds to fit. And for couple, we have 895.585 is equals to CV times 4. So it is equals to CV is equals to 223.896.